I left the United States 18 years ago, and the longer I stay away, the happier I get. I didn't leave because I hated America. I left because something about it stopped making sense to me, and I didn't fully understand that until I was gone. I'm American. I feel lucky I was born in the United States. My U.S. passport lets me travel the world, most of the world, without a visa. And I earned more money in the United States than I ever could have elsewhere, money that supports my life overseas today. I've now lived outside the U.S. for over 18 years in 73 countries. I still go back to visit family every couple of years, but I never feel the urge to move back. Let me explain why. The woman you see traveling with me is Chung from Hobo Ventures YouTube channel. We met in Malaysia in 2017, and I've been traveling with her ever since. I'm a slow traveler. I stay in cities for a few weeks or months. I explore regions instead of bouncing around the world. When I move to a new continent, I often stay there for 6 months or more. That decision alone saves me thousands of dollars a year. But more importantly, it gives me something I value far more than money: time. When I lived in the US, I assumed paying more meant life must be better. America costs more, so I thought that meant higher quality. But after living in my first 20 or 30 countries, something became clear. America doesn't value time. America values speed. Fast food, fast coffee, fast gas, fast lives. I thought all that speed was giving me more free time. It wasn't. I spent all that saved time running faster in the rat race. Outside the US, most of the world values personal time more than money. And once you experience that, you can't unsee it. Here's a fact that still surprises people. My entire cost of living in much of the world today is still less than my US mortgage payment alone was when I left the US in 2007. That's after 18 years of global inflation. Meanwhile, many Americans today are paying more for rent or mortgages than ever before. So this isn't about being cheap. It's about asking a simple question. If I'm paying more, why does it feel like I'm getting less? The moment I land in the United States, something familiar happens. I start hemorrhaging money. In most of the world, I live in a walkable city center. Family-owned cafes, local restaurants, everything I need on foot. In the US, you need a car. Before you even leave the airport, you're spending hundreds, sometimes thousands, on rental cars and insurance. Public transportation is slow, limited, or non-existent in much of the country. A simple trip becomes a 2 or 3 hour ordeal. Outside the US, I rent a scooter for a few dollars a day and live my life. The difference adds up financially and emotionally. American food is efficient, consistent, predictable. Every city feels familiar. Outside the US, food is a discovery. I miss what I call shoestring restaurants. Somebody tells grandma her food is amazing, so she cooks all day, sets up a tiny stand, and sells tamales for 50 cents each on a street corner. You eat one, and it's the best thing you've ever tasted. 6 months later, her whole family is running a restaurant. That kind of story rarely happens in America because grandma doesn't have the $200,000 to start a business. But she has the $20 and the freedom in much of the rest of the world. When I go back to the US, I notice something else. Everyone looks busy. Everyone looks rushed. New cars, new phones, stacks of delivery boxes at their front door. I remember doing the same thing, buying things to reward myself just to survive another week at my desk. The thrill never lasts, but the debt does. I don't see this same frantic consumerism outside the US. People aren't running as fast to prove they're winning at life. I left the US before the 2008 financial crash. When I returned later, something broke my heart. I saw Americans living under freeway overpasses, not all addicts, not all mentally ill. Many were just unlucky. People who followed the same rules as I was taught growing up, that's when it hit me. There but for the grace of God go I. Let me be honest, the first 6 months outside the US were some of the hardest days of my life. I was uncomfortable, confused, judgmental. I kept thinking, why don't they do it the American way here? But by the end of the first year, the world started to feel like home, and America started to feel strange. I didn't decide to leave America forever overnight. You can't really compare your home country to others until you've been gone long enough to feel the differences. And after about 3 years, I knew the truth in my heart. I'll always visit. I'll always be American. But living outside the US feels permanent for me now. But it's not just about money. It's about time, freedom, perspective. If this way of living is of interest to you, or if you're quietly wondering whether there's another way, subscribe to this channel. I share everything I wish I had known when I left. And if you want help planning your own soft landing overseas, watch the video on screen now. This is Dan of Vagabond Awake. Thanks for watching.